And hello and welcome to Dwire Field on the campus of Mason High School. It is regional quarterfinals for Division I tonight. ICRC-TV is coming to you here at Mason, Ohio, as the Comets of Mason will be taking on the Thunderhawks of Lakota East. Hello, I'm Bill Bretz, and joining me is Frank Edwards. And Frank, regional quarterfinals. Mason's been here before, so is Lakota East, although it's been a little while for Lakota East. It's been a couple of years for the last time we were here. For Mason, it's like this is her fourth consecutive year. So kind of have a little experience here. Mason comes in number 2 seed. Lakota East comes in number 7 seed. What do we expect from this game tonight here?
Definitely both teams coming in happy they made the playoffs. The season, it's amazing how quickly it goes. Already we're in week 11 in football. So, you know, with it being, I'm ready for a really good football game tonight between both teams.
They are both in the GMC. But, interesting enough, they did not meet each other this year. The way the GMC schedule, it's a little quirky right now because every year you have a team that you don't play, or one or two teams you don't play during the regular season. So they did not play each other. They did not play each other at all. But you can see that they are here. The winner of this game will play the Elder Moeller game. That's being played out at the pit here tonight. And Mason finished second, and they finished fourth. But like you said, like you see there on the screen, they did not meet during the season. All-time series, we have Lakota East leads 8-7. And the thing about it is, in the GMC, they have met 9 times, and Mason holds the edge 5-4 there. Now, Mason, of course, came over from the FABC conference, and so they did play each other a few times over there. But in the last 9 games, Mason holds a little bit of an edge in that. The other thing is Mason's, as we said, this is their 4th year in the playoffs, Frank, and in the last 2 years, they have won their first game. Mason's won their first game and gone on to the second round. A couple of years ago, and I remember I covered that game with Westchester TV, is Lakota East played Springboro, which was highly ranked at that time, and they came out with a win up there. So they had an upset win in their first round. That was back in 2014. That was the last time they were in the playoffs. So, but it's big, like you said. Winner goes on, loser goes home.
Right, and hopefully it looks like from the weather, with our normal Cincinnati weather lately, rain is going to be a factor in this game. So hopefully both teams hold on to the ball and not have many turnovers.
It is in the 40s here tonight, and is a little bit. Well, it was dry before when we got here tonight, but I see the umbrella is up right now. We see a little rain on our window up here at the press box, so there is a bit of a rain right now. So let's go through the brackets right now and take a look at this Region 4 Division 1. And you can see Colerain and St. X. There's number 1. And Colerain, you have to think right now, if you're going to get to the state Final Four, the road is probably going to go through Colerain.
And what's ironic, their toughest matchup all year was St. X, who played them the toughest, so it's going to be a tough game.
St. X, they might be the toughest number 8 seed in the state right now.
Right.
So our other ICRC game tonight is Milford and Fairfield, and Milford getting into the playoffs here for the first time in a while. Elder Moeller, as we said, they will play the winner of this game, number 2, number 7, Lakota East and Mason. Frank and I will be back in just a moment for the kickoff of tonight's quarterfinal regional game here at Dwire Field. Don't go away.
The year was 1907. The Cubs won the World Series and the Ford Model R hit the assembly line. While here in Ohio, school administrators came together to form the Ohio High School Athletic Association. One thing that hasn't changed since 1907 is the dedication of the OHSAA to education-based athletics in Ohio. School sports teach responsibility, sportsmanship, and life lessons that stay with students long after their playing days are over. The OHSAA seeks to prepare students not for the next level of sport, but for the next level of life.
57 is going to put everything on the line tonight for you guys, for mom and dads, for each other as far as the seniors go. That's what they're going to do tonight. Because it's going to be one hell of a game. It's going to be one hell of a game. And I'm coming after you. Every play, you're relentless. Every play, you're relentless for each other and for the brotherhood that you have in this ring.
Shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on,
love one another. Love one another tonight, and you'll get what you have earned. You'll get what you have earned. Am I clear? Yes, sir. Am I clear? Yes, sir.
Attack them with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind! Come on, attack on two! Attack!
Wow, what a snap. Upstairs. Back through. He's got to swing one out there. It's tipped off. Draw up the middle. He's got room. 5.
Touchdown, Comets. Time, no pressure. Is going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, Milford Eagles.
Johnny Hill over the middle. He's got Mancini Jackson over Mancini into the end zone. Brett's Frank Edwards coming to you from Mason High School tonight for the regional quarterfinals as the Comets are taking on the Thunderhawks from Lakota East. Thunderhawks come in this game 7-3. They were 6-2 in the GMC. Mason 7-1 in the GMC, 8-2 overall. The Comets are coached by Brian Kastner. He's in his 9th year, and Rick Haynes, the coach of East, he's also in his 9th year over at East. Lakota East won the toss and they deferred. Oh, how interesting.
Right.
That happens all the time, it seems like. But so Mason's going to get the ball first tonight. And Comets got a good backfield. You got to watch for Mr. Dalton out there. He has got over 1,000 yards rushing, tied for 4th. As Jablonski with the kickoff. And Mason, that's number 21 for the Comets. Yeah, Nolan McCormick, a nice run back here, and the Comets are going to get going here right off the bat here. Let's go over that Mason offense right now. I don't know if we're going to see our graphic on it, but we'll tell you a little bit about who they have. In that backfield, Logan Dalton, Micaiah Rorick, Malsh, Libby Mosser, Rodriguez, and Reed are your down linemen. Casey Miller, you're in. Nick Niehoff. Receiver, Alec Tardis, your receiver, and 6'4", 206-pound junior Colin Brown, number 10, is in the shotgun, and they're ready to go here. Mason getting started on the 30-yard line. And the give is to the first back through, and that is Logan Dalton. Dalton came in 5.7, averaged 1,033 yards on the season. And he gets the first carry now. Gives Mason about 4 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 6.
You're going to see a lot of similarities, I think, with the ground and pound on both sides of the ball.
We got a player down on the field right away. And here comes the Lakota East defense right now. Aaron Sharp, Vince Kastner, Adam Hundermer are your down linemen. You got Michael Howard, Justin Katona, Corey Dick, Hayden King are your linebackers. And in the defensive players are Quentin Moss, Jason Lethe, R.J. Heath, and Dylan Sawyers. R.J., of course, is the son of Rodney Heath. People might remember him. The Davis of Bengals. Rodney is actually a coach at Lakota East. He coaches track and field. Pretty much guess that R.J. will be at track and field this spring. player is walking off the field there is number 31 for Lakota East. That's Dylan Sawyers. Dylan is a senior defensive back. So Mason now, 2nd and 6. Comets at the 34-yard line. And his shotgun is, once again, is Colin Brown. Dalton next to him. He's back to a pass. It's a nice pass, and he's got a man open, and that is good. Nick Niehoff. Excellent pass.
Nice
and
pass.
Excellent catch.
Yep. Just a simple little streak route there, and it was a nice throw in this rain. Get that big chunk of yards off that first down.
Yeah, that is a large chunk of yards. That's about 42 yards. We're going to see this play again, and he led him beautifully on this pass.
Yeah, he wasn't hiding it either. He looked like he was going to him the whole time.
All right, we're back to live here. This is Dalton. Dalton's down to about the 30-yard line. Now we're going to see the replay again. Pass to Niehoff.
You can see Niehoff here just running that streak and getting his hands. A nice catch over the DB, too, at that. Nice catch.
Yeah, 19 receptions coming into the season for 345 yards. The average is 18. Got his average up on that one. And we got all kinds of movement on the line right now. So we'll see. I think it's going to, Mason's walking backwards, so it's going to be against them. Our officials tonight are our referee is Dave Campbell. Tim Hunsucker is the umpire. Chris Estes is the linesman. Mark Smith is the line judge. Jeff Loxton is your back judge. Frank and I were wondering if Tim Hunsucker was related to somebody we know, Bill Hunsucker. Let's see. Mason backed up 5 yards now. Dalton the give. He finds a little bit of a running room over the right side. Down to about the 30-yard line. Picks up about 7 on that play. Set up a 3rd and long. Looks like 3rd and 9 now for the, they spotted it at the 31-yard line. Mason trying to strike first in this regional quarterfinal game. Of course, being a number 2 seed, they get the home field. The top 4 seeds get home field in the playoffs in the state.
A little play action.
Play action, and he's got a man wide open down there. That's Niehoff again out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Nick Niehoff. 2 big catches on this drive.
He actually had 2 options there, too. He could have went underneath, but he went for both of them were wide open. That was a nice throw.
Let's see this again.
Just a fake, nice play action here. Rollout pass and hit his wide receiver.
That's pretty good because he was almost on 1-on-1 coverage out there. He was freezing the linebackers up. But it is now 1st and goal. The ball at the 9-yard line for the Comets. Trying to strike first in this game against the Thunderhawks. And it's keeper. Brown's going to keep it himself. He gets back to about the original line of scrimmage. He's going to set up a 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. One thing about it is we didn't mention this before in our pregame, but they're in a territory right now where they're almost automatic points right now because they have Charlie Sipe is the kicker. And his stats stand out to me when I was looking at the stats up this week. He has 13 out of 14 in field goals. 48 is his longest. 21 out of 21 in PATs. That's Mr. Automatic there.
Plus for how wet a season it's been, so that's even more impressive because he's probably had to do that in some bad weather.
Absolutely. There's Dalton. Dalton inside the 5 down at about the 3-yard line. So he picks up about 6 on that one. It's going to set up a 3rd and goal now. 13 out of 14 field goals.
Yeah.
I tell you, Frank, most kickers don't have that many field goals in their career.
Right.
He has in his one season.
Definitely first team honors for sure with that type of numbers.
Absolutely. Under center is Brown. Gives it to Dalton. Dalton fighting for the end zone. Did he break that plane? He did. 3 yards out. And the Comets strike first here in this regional quarterfinal with 8:29 to go here in the first quarter. As Logan Dalton, you see the replay again.
See the replay just right up here. Dalton is fighting his way and gets into the end zone. Nice job by the O-line pushing up the front. controlling that line.
Dalton, that is his 7th TD of the year. And here comes Mr. Automatic. I hope I didn't jinx it. Kick is up, and that's why he's Mr. Automatic.
Right.
Straight down the middle there is the kick, and Sipe with the PAT, and quick 7-0 lead for the Comets. Less than 4 minutes on that drive, and I guess you got to look back on the drive. The 2 big plays were Brown and Niehoff for big yardage on both of those plays, so that set it up.
Right, those big, nice big pass plays opened up the run game too there at the end. So Mason scores first and strikes first here in this open first quarter.
You know, Mason's been in the GMC now since about 2007. They have never won a title in the GMC, but they won a ton of titles when they're in FABC over the years. Of course, they outgrew that league, and of course that league eventually has gone down the tubes there. They're gone, but
right.
And here's a kick, a little squib kick, picked up by one of the up men there, number 22. That is by Michael Howard.
It's about the 34-yard line.
So East now gets the ball for the first time tonight, the 34-yard line. And let's get going with the East offense right now. The backfield's Donnie Wilkerson, Jack Dombrowski, Evan Yockey, Shane Kelly, Tyler Wilkerson, Sam Florence, Jonathan McElfie, Kristen Bolden, Corey Hicks, Evan Yovansky. Quarterbacks, Sean Church, a senior. And
quick run there. Bounced off for only a couple yards.
Okay, we'll see those stars again here. So you see Sean Church is the quarterback. He's a senior. And Church is 42 for 69 this year, 672 yards. He has 5 TDs, 2 interceptions. And the Thunderhawks picked up about 3 yards in that one. It's going to set up a second and 7. He's under center, and passes Yovansky. Evan Yovansky with the catch and the first down. And there is Mason's defense right now. Emmerich Moser, Camden Wood, Chase Evans, Casey Miller, Anthony Molinari, Charlie Sipe, the guy who just got the PAT right there. McCullough.
Nice little play action there by Lakota East.
Nigro, Orlando, Lennox, Kaufhold. And a first down run by the
QB
by East.
Little option keeper there.
By Sean Church. He keeps it. About 8 yards on it. Church is the second leading rusher for East. Dombrowski, he's another 1,000-yard rusher. He has 1,101 yards. He's a fullback. There's the option. And the option goes to number 8. That's Donnie Wilkerson.
Still a good gain on it. Make it 3rd and short here.
That kind of opens up the playbook right there. Wilkerson.
Fake inside handoff option right, it looked like.
Yeah, Wilkerson came in with 333 yards. The only thing about Wilkerson is there's the option now. Wilkerson averages about 8 yards a run. Mason did a good job of tying him up and getting down Charlie Sipe.
Going to 3rd down here.
3rd and short now. Under center is Church. Church going to keep it himself, and he is close to first down, but I think they stopped him. You're right, Frank. They stopped him at about the 45-yard line. He needed to get down at about the 43. So they bring the punt team out. So they are going to punt. So Mason's defense held now for the first series tonight. As Fernando Rivera, punter for Lakota East. Their average is about 32. Ruin Niehoff back for the
It's a clean punt off.
Niehoff's going to take a fair catch at the 20-yard line. So really, it's about a 25-yard punt. So Mason, second time tonight with the ball here. They scored, of course, on the first time with the 3-yard run by Logan Dalton, set up by the 2 big catches by Nick Niehoff. Rainy night here in Mason. Big crowd on both sides here, despite the rain, but it is playoff time, so you're going to expect that. There's the keeper. Oh, hard hit down there, and we've got I think it's going to be a personal foul on Lakota East, as quarterback Colin Brown, he was sliding down, but boy, he got hit, and I think it was a helmet-to-helmet hit. I think that's what they're saying.
I don't think he really tried to, but it was just the timing of him sliding and him going for the hit. Just didn't work out.
I don't know if we get to see this or not, but I think that was the problem there. It was a hard hit. That's what they're calling. So that's going to be 15 big yards. Let's see it right now. See if he got hit. See if he got a helmet-to-helmet here.
Sure looks like it.
We couldn't see it. The official was in our way, but I think that was a call. So the ball out to the 43-yard line. So Mason gets big yardage on the 15-yard penalty. First and 10 from the 43. This is Dardis. Dardis, though, taken down the backfield, and we've got a flag coming up, and where it was thrown right now, Frank, I would think that would
There's a personal foul, too.
And a personal foul, so we might have double penalties here. I think the first one was probably a hold or blocking back on Mason. We'll see where the second one is going to be called on. GMC opponents, I guess no love was lost here.
Nope, no sir.
Even though, as they said, they did not play each other this year. The last time they played each other was 2017. Mason won that game 36-0 last year. There's the hold. That's on Mason. And I guess the personal... Oh, it's a personal foul on Mason. So it's actually both the penalties on Mason. Well, Lakota East is going to decline the first one and take the second one because it's more yards.
Yes, sir.
So they decline the hold, and then they're going to take the personal foul. So that's 15 yards. So, well, Mason got 15 yards on the quarterback hit. Now they lose 15 yards on this one. Yeah, we're going to take a couple looks at it. Let's see what happened, Frank, on this one. I can't tell exactly where the hold was. There's the hold right there.
Mm-hmm.
And there he's down, and the flag was thrown. Oh, yeah, he got up and flipped the player down. Oh, my gosh. Well, there it is. Can't do that, guys. Can't do that. Ball all the way back at the 18-yard line.
Long way for that first down marker.
Second in a lot of real estate here for the Comets.
Looks like about 30.
Brown's going to keep it himself. Brown up to about the 25-yard line. Picked up about 3, but he still has a lot to go. They have to get to the 47-yard line for a first down. So we're going to set up a third down now. Third and a whole bunch of real estate. 25, they say. I think it's more than that, really. That's Brown with the keeper. And Brown moves it out to about the 34-yard line. I think Mason was playing kind of conservative on that series. I think they knew they were back far enough. They just wanted to get up a few positive yards. Let's see the replay on this. Yeah, I think they want to get a few positive yards and then get the punt off and regroup and start all over again. So Dalton back to punt. He averages about 33-7. Evan Yolonsky is back at about the 28-yard line. A rugby-style kick there. He's going for out of bounds, and
doesn't look like a shorter.
It does. It was short, and he was going to walk all the way back here where the referee. Yeah, it went all the way. It went out of bounds about the 48. That's only about 20 yards, 25 yards. He was kicking for the side. He did that rugby-style kick, but unfortunately it went out of bounds. And now East gets good field position here in Mason territory to start this series, their second series of the night. Down to 3:36 to go in this first quarter. I'd like to thank Josh Jensroff, who's out here tonight, the whole ICRC crew. You're going to see their names before this game is out tonight. We appreciate all their help tonight because they're out there in the weather and the elements. Cameramen doing a great job. And that is the give is to, I think that's Dombrowski.
Gets a good
gets about
chunk
5
there.
yards. Yeah, he gets about 5 yards on that. It's not bad. Dombrowski now, he's shown as a fullback. Said he has 1,101 yards coming into this game, 163 carries this year, 20 touchdowns. Play action. He's got a man open down there. What a grab.
Wow, what a catch.
Unbelievable catch. That was number 88, Evan Yablonsky. Wow.
You can see his play action here, and both receivers tonight have made some great grabs and pretty similar. You can see here, just reached over and grabbed it over his DB. Nice job.
Yeah, he grabbed that in. Defended down there by Jack Lesenic, but the ball at the 10-yard line, and they're going to say it's first and goal now for the Thunderhawks. They're trying now to get on board here in the first quarter. And we're going to have to delay a game, so they're going to lose 5. So we'll be back to the 15. It'll be first and goal from the 15.
No, they're going to get the timeout in time, maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. The day he died, the flag was thrown, but the day they got the timeout. So Rick Haynes calls a timeout wisely because that clock was running down right there. I saw the official. I thought the official threw the flag, but they must have got the timeout done before that one. So Mason last year in playoffs, they the first round they beat West Claremont, then they lost to Coleraine. The second round they beat Elder, I'm sorry, 2016. First round they beat Elder, and then they lost to Sycamore. In 2015 they lost to Springfield in the first round. So they have been in the playoffs 10 times. This is their 10th time in the playoffs. They've won 3 times in the playoffs, 2 of the last 2 years. So they're trying to win their 4th game in the playoffs.
Such a tough region to win some playoff games too, with that region 4. So many good teams coming out of it.
Well, if you're not going to go through Coleraine, you're probably going to go through a GMC school or a GCL school. So you're right, because 3 GCL schools are in the playoffs. 4 GMCs, and then Milford is the lone one not in that. They're in that Eastern Cincinnati Conference. And that's given Dombrowski again down to about the 5-yard line. Jack Dabrowski. I'm calling Dombrowski as Dabrowski.
Dabrowski?
No N in there.
Silent A.
There you go. The Thunderhawks 2nd and 7.
Knocking on the door for some points here.
Dabrowski, he's carrying a bunch of Comets down to about the 1-yard line. He's going to be a little bit short of a touchdown, but they're going to set up now 3rd and goal. He says his knee went down about the 2-yard line, so 3rd and goal from the 2.
Defense is trying to hold them here.
Mason finished season number 3 in the city in the Inquirer poll. Lakota East is number 7 in the city. Actually, the ball is spotted at the 1-yard line. See, we have a quarterback keeper. He just gives it to Dabrowski. And he gave it to Jack.
You got that in there.
1 yard, easy one for him. And is number 21 this year for him for touchdowns. So Dombrowski with the 1-yard run. We'll see the replay of this.
See, just short run, pounding it in. Nice blocking up front by the line.
Yeah, Offensive line did a good job on that one and getting him in the end zone. And for East, let's see who we're going to have kicking here. Looks like we have Myers, going to be Gavin Myers. Going to put on the PAT. Gavin's 28 for 30 coming into the game. Make that 29 for 31 as he gets the PAT. So we got ourselves a tie ball game. It's 7-7 here at 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Looked like Mason was just going to run all the way with this. They got the easy first touchdown and just got down the field, and then they held East for the next series. But then bad kick there, bad punt, put the Thunderhawks in, and a couple of penalties there. Put the Thunderhawks in good field position. It's hard to beat you when you only got half the field to go with. They only have 47 yards to go. So, but the Comets get the ball back here. 7-all ball game.
1:18 to go in this first quarter.
And that's the first time East has scored a touchdown on Mason since 2016. There you go. Since they were shut out last year and they didn't play this year. All right, Bonksy ready to kick it off. David Rue, Noah McCormick back deep. And is picked up by number 21, that's McCormick. McCormick picked it up about the 14-yard line, gets it out to around the 22, 23, so that's where Mason will get going here. So the Comets back with the offense again here, trying to score again.
See if they mix it up a little bit with the toss and nice throwing they did in that beginning of that first quarter.
And the give is to Dalton. Dalton's hit hard out for about a yard gain. And he is hit in the backfield there. Looks like Michael Howard was in on that tackle for East. And Justin Cantona also in on that play, both from linebackers. So set up 2nd and 8 now. Ball at about the 25-yard line. Brown there's Brown. He's in the shotgun, and he gets it out to about the 30-yard line.
Good chunk there. Bring up a third down.
Yeah, well, they say he went out before the 30-yard line, so.
Yeah, I thought he got up to this.
Yeah, I know, 2nd and 4. All right, his favorite guy tonight, Nick Niehoff, is lined up wide out. See if Niehoff's going to be a target. Nope, it's going to go to Dalton. Dalton, he gets up to about the 37, 38-yard line. I think that may be close enough for a first down.
And they will give that to him. It will be a first down. Nice lunge forward by Dalton there to get that first down.
So Dalton with the first down run, about 5 yards. Ball at the 33-yard line.
Might have been our final play of the first quarter. If they hurry up, they might get one just in nick of time.
And the give is to Dalton again. And actually McCormick was Mike McCormick with the
sophomore. And
that will end this quarter. And we are tied at 7-all here in the regional quarterfinal.
Knotted up.
We will be back in just a moment for quarter number 2.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to OHSAA.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Mason High School, it is quarter number 2. We got our tie ball game here in the regional quarterfinals here in Division I. Brown in the shotgun. Back to pass, and he's got a man opened out there. That's Alex Dardis.
Passing game has been open so far here for Mason in this first half.
Dardis was his favorite receiver coming into the game. He had 20 catches. And everybody, it's cold down there. Sees everybody's frozen. So here we go.
That was the final play of the first quarter.
There you go. It was cold. Everybody was freezing down there. First down now for the Comets in the Thunderhawks territory now. There's McCormick. McCormick's got some running room. Inside the 35 down to about the 30-yard line. And nice job by
just found that hole. The blocking did a great job. Dwire had to wait a second. You can see this replay here. Just busted outside and found this hole right there, number 21.
Noah McCormick. He is a 5'10 sophomore.
Bright future for McCormick here.
Absolutely. Got the first down. He got about 12, 14 yards on that one. The ball at the 33-yard line. Under center. This one is the Dalton. Dalton driving forward inside the 30.
Line still pushing. What a nice job by the line there.
Good offensive line. That offensive line, by the way, let's look at this. 5'11", 240, 6'3", 264, 6 foot, 243, 6'5", 300. That's Mr. Rodriguez. 6'2", 255. I wouldn't mind running behind those guys.
Right.
So picked up about 7 yards. So it's going to be second and short, about 3 yards. Ball to 27-yard line. Brown under center.
We had a false start, maybe. Someone left early.
Yep. It's going to go back 5 yards. So the ball is going to be back to about 38. Now it's going to be set up as second and long. Or 33, pardon me. Ball to 33-yard line. So 2nd and 8 now for the Comets. Brown still under center. And I formation, he's got 2 running backs behind him. And there's Logan.
Sounds a big hole.
Yep, Logan Dalton. A big hole that he opened up, and he gets a chunk of yardage back, plus a little bit more here for the first down.
You can see on the replay here, just busting out to the right, found out. You see how big that hole was.
Oh my gosh, that hole was huge. You drive a Mack truck through it. 22-yard line. Mason just outside the red zone here.
Nice drive here for Mason.
And there's Dalton. He's inside the 20, and they're going to stop him probably around the 19-yard line. You know, there's not too many schools can say this right now, Frank, but they're within field goal range right now.
Right.
They're within Sipes field goal range at this
definitely
stage.
He'll have an offer for the next level for how well he's kicking this year, for sure.
Charlie is a Charlie Sipe is a senior.
Keep his name on your, see where he plays next year for sure, because he will be getting offers.
You got to hurry up here. The play clock's not ready to run out.
And have to get a timeout, and they might have to get a timeout.
And to see if they got a timeout. Yep, they did. Brian Kastner wisely called a timeout here. He's used one. Ricanes has used one. And that's where we stand right now. A timeout here with 9:11 to go here in quarter number 2. So he said East has been in the playoffs 3 times, 2012, 14, and now 18. They were co-champs 1 time with Coleraine in 2004. When Lakota was one high school, they won it in 1995. So as Lakota High School.
Some scores of thought right now. Milford Fairfield are tied 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. We got Coleraine and St. X. Coleraine 7, St. X 2.
2. Interesting.
So
Safety.
we got a safety.
Okay. There you can see Coleraine and St. X at the top. The Milford, of course, the winner of the Milford-Fairfield game, they will have the dubious distinction of going either against Coleraine or St. X next week in the regional semifinals. As we said, the winner of this game will play the Elder Moeller game. That game's being played west side of Cincinnati there in the famous pit. Elder Pit. I'm sure there's a crowd over there tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Probably can't
busy night in the tri-state for sure.
Oh, absolutely. 2nd and 7. The give is to McCormick. McCormick trying to find some running room around the left side. He does get it. He's got a first down and more. He's inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal. Nice job from McCormick.
He's had some nice runs here so far in this first half. Number 21 has.
He's strung that Lakota East defense out, but more importantly,
just busted outside. Nice job by number 80 blocking there. And then after shaking off that one runner, just out races him outside the corner there. Nice job.
It's Nicholas Molinari. He's a sophomore. He did throw a good block. And this is McCormick again. And McCormick is slammed down to the turf. Or Dardis, I'm sorry, it was Dardis. Alec Dardis, number 18. Slammed to the turf.
Slammed the wrong way, gave him an extra couple yards. See the QB sneak, or keeper here, and he swung him the wrong way and let him gain a couple extra.
So actually, it wasn't Dardis, it was Dardis, yes.
Bring up a 2nd down and 7 here.
And there is the give is to Logan Dalton down to about the 5-yard line. So he picks up about 3. Going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. So it's going to be interesting, Frank, if they do not get in the end zone on this one, or they go for the sure points here from sight.
Yeah, it almost depends on where this ball, if they get inside this 5, I can almost see them going for it. But if it's anything outside the 5, I see them kicking the field goal.
And it's going to be they're going to call a timeout.
Wow.
Brian Dardis is going to call a 2nd timeout here with 7:49 to go.
Probably going to draw up 2 plays here, see if they can't get it in both plays.
It'll be interesting right now as I was thinking on 3rd down, he could go for the end zone. You know, Colin Brown does not throw that much. He's 71 for 145. He's had 5 touchdown passes, but he's also been intercepted 4 times this year.
Right.
793 yards. They like to keep it on the ground.
He's thrown well tonight.
Particularly to Niehoff, and he had a nice play to Dardis too. So let's see what the Comets will decide to do here. They're still talking it over.
Elder Moeller score. Elder's up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
And this game will be taking on the winner of that one at a site to be determined. Starting the 2nd round to go to the neutral sites. Shotgun now. And that was to Dardis and McCormick gets back to the line of scrimmage as Dardis now was in as quarterback.
I'm kicking the field goal now.
And they're going to send him out. You're right, Charlie Sipe out on the field here. Well, this should be almost like an extra point for him.
Right.
Ball is going to be spotted at 11-yard line. It's going to be 21 yards.
Try to take the lead here at Dwire Field.
Nick Niehoff, the holder. Down. Kick is up. High. Right down the middle. That's number 14 for Mr. Sipe this year is the field goal.
I'm interested to see which one he missed. When did he miss that one?
I don't know.
There have been so many.
Probably his 50 yards or more. So 48's been his best, but
you see him split these uprights here, and
yeah, that was no problem. Made it look easy.
Yes, he does.
So Sipe with the field goal.
They'll put up Mason 10-7 here in this second quarter with 6 minutes and 53 seconds to go in this first half. Lakota East will take over. Hard-fought game so far in this first half by both teams.
It is. It is. Like I said, they get the tough stuff during the season. It's a tough league to GMC. And it shows, like we said, right now with 4 teams in the playoffs right now, all in this division.
Little squid kick here.
And he's keeping it away from, I think what he's doing is he's keeping away from Corey Dick and Josh Thornhill are the receivers for, or the kickoff returners for East, but he's keeping away from them, and they'll take the yards right there and depend on the defense here. The holding ball to 33-yard line. That's where East will go to work here. 6:46 to go here in the first half. Comets up 10-7. And there is the give. The
counter
number
there.
8. Yeah, counter to Donnie Wilkerson. Wilkerson, the senior.
Donnie Wilkinson was the ball carrier. Michael McCalmont brought him down.
Wilkerson picks up about 5 yards. He's had a couple of carries here tonight.
Second down, 6.
About 13, 14 yards total. So they're going to say 4 yards in that one, 2nd and 6 now.
Shotgun.
And he's got a man open over here. That's Yovansky. Yovansky's got a first down and more inside the Comet territory. He picks up about 14 yards on that play, and he was wide open.
Yeah, it was a little too easy.
First down, Thunderhawks.
So Evan Yovansky, he had 25 receptions coming into this game. He's picked up about 2 or 3 tonight.
Jack Haglich made the stop for the Comets.
And a switchback. That was we went back in history right there to the Princeton Vikings there.
Throwback playback.
Wow.
Throwback playback.
Is this Halloween? So we have a haunted.
Keep us on our toes on that one.
Josh, your truck's haunted down there. You better watch it there.
Brought down by Chase Evans.
Okay, we got it now.
Second down, 6.
It's the ghost of Tim Newman. I like that. Okay. All right, Timmy, we like you. 2nd and 6. Well,
yeah,
I hope Tim is still alive.
Can't be a ghost then.
I know. It's going to be hard to be a ghost. Tim's still alive. Well, as far as we know. So, keeper now.
Busted play, it looks like.
Yeah, it was. I think you're right. He picked up about a yard on that one. Sam Church, I think he was looking for the handoff, and his running back wasn't on the same page. And Sam is just struggling right there. He did pick up a yard, though. So it's going to be 3rd and about a long 5 here. Ball about the 43-yard line.
Big possession right now. Let's see what they do.
Church
tries to get a rollout.
And now he's got a man open, and it's
Yovansky.
And he's got a first down. Wow. He knew exactly where he had to go. He just leaned forward there and moved those sticks. Great catch by Evan Yovansky. Church was
great blocking.
Yeah. I think he was going for Yovansky all the way. He was looking for him out there, and Yovansky
you see that's his go-to guy. He wants to go to. You're right.
He made a little separation and got the first down. So ball on about the 38-yard line. And
busted out there. Got to make sure you wrap him up low.
And that give was to, I think it was number 30, yes, Jack Dabrowski.
Brought down by Jack Lensick.
Brosik. We're going to mispronounce his name all night, but that's okay. Jack, you know who you are. So
you're doing a great job this year.
That's right. He picks up about 8 on that one. 2nd and 2. And the give is to Dabrowski again. He gets a first down. Move the sticks. Ball right about at the 26-yard line of the Comets. So Lakota East having no problem getting down the field here against the Comets. This is starting to look like one of those games where the last person that gets the ball is going to be the winner here tonight. Winner will go on, the loser goes home. And the carry is by Church. And he might have gotten a couple yards on that one. Let's see where they spot him at. Going to spot the ball at about the 24-yard line.
East will get the ball to start the second half also.
You know, this is typical Rick Haynes football. He's been doing this for the last few years out there. They like that option. I mean, they've had it over there for a long, long period of time. And he's had some good players over the years. Church under center. Church, oh, he is wrapped up in the backfield. Wrapped up by number 52, that's Chase Evans. Wow. Chase Evans, he wasn't fooled anything by that play.
He was not.
So that's a loss of about 4 yards. They didn't lose that much because Evans came in so fast.
Right.
See how quickly he came in and put him down, so he really didn't lose that much. It's
third
and about 11.
Big play here.
Under center, man in motion. Back to play action, and his pass, and
receiver was there too.
The pass was the intended receiver out there looked like number 18. Number 18 for them. That would be Logan Spilly.
It would hit him in his hands. So, as a receiver, you want to say if it hits you in your hand, you should catch it.
Spilly had not caught a ball this season.
You can see here.
It's a nice tall defense. Target right there.
That's right.
Mr. Spilly, but
he's going to bring up a 4th down here, and it looks like he's going to go for a long field goal maybe, or they're going to go for it.
No, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. I would think so. This is 4-down territory. Might as well. You're down 3. And there's a pass, and that one it is caught.
Just too easy.
And that's his favorite receiver, Yablonsky.
It is.
Yablonsky at 14-yard line. Move the sticks.
That'll frustrate you as a defensive coach, though. I mean, you got him right where you want him, and then give him that first down like that. Minute 27 and counting here in this first half.
He's listed as 6 foot, but he's one of the biggest 6-foot guys I've seen on a football field there. Nice target.
First half.
Nice target for him. Sean Church now, new set of downs. Ball in the 14. He turns. He's going to take it himself, and he's taken down. Nice open field tackle.
Probably going to get
and that's Evans again, Chase Evans. And Rick Haynes is calling a timeout here. Second one used by East here with 1:06 to go in the quarter. East will get the ball to start the third quarter because they did win the toss and defer. I think Rick Haynes would like to get something at least now at this stage of the game. Get some points on the board here. His kicker is Gavin Myers. Myers has only attempted 1 field goal this year.
Wow.
But he made it. It was 34-yarder.
Well, 34 yards, that's a decent kick.
Yeah. And right now, let's see, ball at about the 14, 17. Now he's right about 31 yards right now. So it's within his range.
They're thinking touchdown, though, right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's 2nd and goal, and I'm thinking right now with second and goal, or 2nd and 10. I'm sorry. Let's see if Sean Church goes for the end zone on this one. He's got 2 receivers. Yablonsky is out there now. He has 3rd receiver, wide receiver out, and he is
Ooh, almost picked off there. Nice pressure by defense.
And a good pressure by Mason. That looks like number 77. That's Ben Libby. Ben Libby really put the pressure on him. Libby is a 6'3", 264-pound senior.
You can see here just getting inside and pressuring him, almost threw a pick here. Nice job by the offense, batting it away.
Yeah. Yavonsky saved the interception. There we go for the end zone. Yavonsky.
And that's picked off.
Picked off. It is picked off in the end zone by number 14, Jaden Koffold.
Big defensive play there by the Comets.
They've had 7 on the season. Koffold, though, intercepted it in the end zone. The ball was intended for Yavonsky.
You can see it's a great defensive play here. One-on-one there.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of overthrew Yavonsky, came through him by the left side there, and Koffold was right there to get it, so he saves the touchdown, and Mason now gets the ball with 55 seconds to go in this first half. So big turnover right there, preventing East from getting points on the board here before the half. Let's see if Brian Kastner will play it conservative right now and just go to the locker room with that 10-7 lead, or they're going to try to get something going here. They got 80 yards to go.
Looking to pass.
He is going to pass. And he's got pass deep. He's got a man, and it is almost picked off.
Yeah, he almost picked the wrong receiver because he was double covered there.
That is R.J. Heath.
Nice coverage there, and we'll probably see a couple of conservative runs to end this half.
Yeah, 48 seconds to go. Yeah, well, he had double coverage down there, but R.J. Heath was the closest to him. And Heath, he had it in his hands.
Sure did.
So, intended receiver was Dardis. Colin Brown, give it to Dalton. Logan Dalton's got some running room around the left side. Out to about the 37-yard line.
After that run, they might not play conservative because, like you said, they had Syke as a kicker.
And got out of bounds.
Well, that stopped the clock because at 40 seconds right there, he picked up about 57 yards on that play. So, ball at the 36-yard line. Here's Brown. He's rolling to the right and got a man open there. It's Niehoff. Niehoff steps out of bounds at about the 48-yard line, and it's
two more of those, and they'll be in field goal range.
Yeah, that's true. They got 35 seconds.
With a timeout.
All right, we're back to action. No huddle right here. Brown and now rolls to his left, and got a man over. Oh, that was dangerous right there. He almost, that's Koffold, who is intended receiver. He was going to try to get him out of bounds. He overthrew him a little bit. And there was at least 2 or 3 Thunderhawks right there. So clock stopped, 30 seconds to go. Ball on the 46-yard line of Mason.
30 seconds, like you said, yeah. He still got a couple plays here. Try to get in field goal range.
And they got a timeout left, too, so. Brown is back to pass. Got some, and, the ball was in.
Almost went too deep there. If he'd have cut in a little sooner, he would have had an open receiver. I don't know if the receiver was designed.
Yeah, it was Niehoff right there. Looked like a hitting, but couldn't hold on to it. They ran off another 7 seconds. 3rd and long now, 3rd and 10. All right, Koffold is in again now as receiver. He's lining up wide left. Pistol formation. And Brown, and Niehoff could not hold on to it. It was not a badly thrown pass either. It's probably getting a little cold out there tonight for them to hold on to those passes. Umbrellas are still up down here in front of us on this Mason side. So it's going to be 4th down, and they're going to go into the punt formation. Logan Dalton's going to go ahead and punt this thing away. There's nobody back, so East is going to try to come after him. Dalton, low snap and kick. Nice kick, and he's going to get a nice roll.
Yep.
Nice roll inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. Not bad, 46 yards on the punt. So Lakota East with 4 seconds to go. And I would imagine that Mr. Church is going to take a knee, and we'll go to the locker room here. Mason up 10-7.
Some scores. We got Anderson and Kings tied 14-14. 5 minutes to go till the end of the half. And Troy over Harrison 14-0. 5 minutes to go till half.
Harrison playing up at Troy tonight. All right, here we go. Church at the 8-yard line. And he takes the knee, and that's it. We go to the locker room. The Comets are up 10-7 here in this regional quarterfinal game here in Division I, Region 8. Frank and I will be back here for second half action. Don't go away.
Who do you meet? Answer: men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, helping solve child hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
You're invited to be part of the greatest weekend in high school football, the OHSAA State Championships, on the campus of the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium hosts all 7 title games November 29th through December 2nd. Make it a weekend to remember with the state finals and the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Log on to the football page at ohsaa.org for information on the playoffs, championship games, and tickets. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history.
Sorry. And we're back here at Dwire Field for the regional quarterfinals. Comets up 10-7 over the Thunderhawks. And Bill Bress, Frank, where's Frank's just been trick-or-treating. So, we've got, the players are coming to the middle of the field right now, but if we can get a camera on our official bench, you can see the rain's coming down pretty good, by the way, right now. But our referee down here at this game tonight, there he is right there, is Dave Campbell. And we have one of the people working at press box up here. I'm a track and field official, a cross-country official. And we have at least 2 track and field officials up here. Harold Grice is up here working in press box. And his daughter, Nicole, they're both track and field official. But Dave is too. And Harold was telling me an interesting story about Dave Campbell. Dave is, Harold said, the only person he knows of who's actually officiated at state finals in 3 different events, 3 different sports. He's done cross country, he's done football and basketball, and he would have done track and field, but his son was graduating on the day of the finals in track and field. So he is multi-talented as an official, and he's in the white hat right down there. That is Dave Campbell. And just to show you how multi-talented he was, 2 weeks ago, Dave and I were officiating at the district cross-country meet out at Voice of America Park. So, all right, let's go through some scores right now. We know some of the scores coming up right now. We know that Coleraine is up 21-2 over St. X. You just heard right now that Milford and Fairfield are tied at 14 all. The last score we had on Elder, they were up, I think, by a touchdown or 14-0 over Moeller. And, of course, this one is 10-7. Looking at stats right now in this game, it's what you would expect right now. Frank, are fairly even. Yardage-wise, Mason has 195 yards total. East has 119. Both have most of their yards on the ground. Well, I should say East has 45 yards on the ground, 74 in the air, 113 for Mason. And as far as receiving goes, Sean Church is 5 for 8, and all 5 of his passes were to Evan Yablonsky, total of 74 yards. And for Colin Brown, he had Nick Niehoff, 3 passes, 66 yards, and he got 2 of those passes. He got most of his yardage on the first drive for Mason, the one that they got their touchdown on. His longest one is 34 yards right now. As far as rushing goes, Logan Dalton, 10 rushes, 53 yards. He has a touchdown from Mason. And Jack Dabrowski has 7 rushes, 29 yards. He also has a touchdown for Lakota East. So not surprising. I mean, the interesting thing about Mason has controlled the clock, 14:54 in possession time. It's 9:56 to East in the first half. So, you know, nothing too surprising right there, Frank, because we got ourselves a close game, and East is going to get the ball here to start the second half here of this game. We'll be running back those playback times at the end of the third quarter, and we'll be seeing some of those crew members here at the end of the game tonight who've done a terrific job out here tonight as far as being out here in the elements and everything. We appreciate it very much. Okay, and let's look up here at our game notes here right now. We know this is Division I, Region 4. Winner plays the Elder Mulder game right now. Looks like it might be playing Elder. GMC, Mason second. Lakota finished 4th. They did not meet in the regular season this year, but Lakota leads all time 8-7. A lot of those games were when Mason was at the MVC, but Mason, in the 9 times they've been in the GMC, has won 5 times. As East gets some good yardage here on the first down play.
Busted outside there for a big chunk. Good 8 yards, looks like.
And that was Wilkerson, Donnie Wilkerson, senior. So Mason trying to tie the series here overall with a win here tonight. And, of course, trying to move on to the regional semifinals, which they have done in the last 2 years. They have moved on to the regional semis. Church under center. Church option. And he doesn't get too far on that one. Yeah, that was to number 36, Josh Thornhill, sophomore.
We'll give them a first down now.
Just enough for a first down.
Josh Thornhill was
See
brought
this
down by
option left here
Dominic
and just busted out.
Nigro.
All he needed was a couple, and that's all he got, but it was enough to move the chains.
So the ball at the 43-yard line. Said this is Rick Haynes' type of football at Lakota East. He likes that option.
Another end around here,
Yeah.
trying to bust it outside.
That is number 8. That's Wilkerson again, Donnie Wilkerson.
Johnny Wilkinson was
Little
knocked
reverse
out of
right there,
bounds
and
by Dominic Nigro.
Wilkerson picks up about 6 yards. Reverse direction right there. Nice job by offensive line to give Mr. Wilkerson about 8 yards on that one. Officially call it 7, so 2nd and 3. Church under center. And hands it off to Dabrowski. Dabrowski gets the easy first down. Jack Dabrowski, senior.
Brought down by Anthony
Nice few
Molinari.
plays here. Lakota East trying to control the line of scrimmage and try to go back to their strength and their bread and butter, and that's try to run the ball.
Ball inside the 45 down to the 43 right now. He picked up about 7 yards on that play. Church under center, one back behind him. And Church is going to keep it himself. He's got some running room. He's down to about the 33-yard line. He's very close to a first down, depending where the spot's going to be.
Yep, had him almost in the backfield, but he slipped that tackle. And
it's going to be about a yard short. It was a good play right there. He reversed direction and found that hole and got about 8 or 9 quick yards. So it's going to be 2nd and short now. Ball at the 34-yard line. East trying to get some points on the board. They've never been ahead in this game. They tied the game at 7.
Another end around.
And that's Dabrowski again. He's got the first down and more. Down to the 27-yard line, picks up about 6.
Another first down for Lakota East.
A black purse has been found and turned in.
Oh, this is East football right now. Keep it on the ground, keep that option going. When you got this big Jack Dabrowski in your backfield, 1,100 yards during the regular season. Wilkerson in motion. And Dabrowski had a bunch of tackles he broke right there, but Dabrowski,
Brought down by Jack
tough to bring down. Sets up another short second down play now. Ball to 22-yard line. 2nd and about 4. Three-person in backfield. First one that threw is Dabrowski. The fullback gets down to about the 20-yard line, inside the 20 slightly, about the 19. It's going to set up a 3rd and 1. So they're in the red zone.
Yes, sir.
3rd down.
So Mason's defensive line is not doing too well at this point in time. They cannot hold this running game. Dabrowski, he's down to about the 15, and that's going to be an easy first down. Another first down for the Thunderhawks.
Nice drive by East. They're just keeping it on the ground and pounding and going. You can see by the offensive line, they're just controlling the line right now.
I believe that's 4 first downs on that, so they've tied Mason for the game now in first downs. Ball at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
At the Mason's 15-yard line.
And they've held on to the ball now for over 4 minutes in this drive. Dabrowski just powers his way forward, another 2 or 3 yards.
They like to go in a couple times and then try to catch you on that end around, so they have to stay containing on the outside.
Church has not put the ball has not thrown the ball at all in this series. It's all been on the ground.
2nd down and 7.
So 2nd and 7 now. Ball at the 12. Church under center. Wilkerson in motion. Church going to keep it himself. Inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line.
Nice spot. If you're a Lakota East fan.
He was stopped by
You can see this option end around here.
Yeah, Wilkerson in motion. The fake was to Dabrowski, and then he kept it himself and had just a bit of running room open for about another 5 yards in there. So he's going to be 3rd and 1, the ball at the 6-yard line. So definitely the Thunderhawks made some adjustments at halftime here. Dabrowski inside the 5 and down to about the 3 or 4 yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Thunderhawks.
Yep, they're going to have some tries here.
They're going to put that ball down at the 2-yard line. Dabrowski's had 21 touchdowns in the season, including 1 tonight. East is going to try to take their first lead of the game here. 1st and goal at the 2. Under center, Wilkerson to give and Church is going to keep it himself and go in the end zone.
Nice
For
fight.
Church, that is his 13th touchdown of the year from 2 yards out. So Lakota East just marched down the field right now, Frank, on Mason. And Mason just, their defense could not hold him at all as they kept it on the ground the whole time.
Controlled the line of scrimmage, and they drove down and put that touchdown on the board.
Meyer, the kick is up. It's good.
It's good.
And it is 14-10 in favor of the Thunderhawks as they have their first lead of the night here. With 5:52 to go. And, we got a penalty down here. I didn't see the flag here. Yep, there's a flag for roughing the kicker.
Wow.
Sounds like so. They're the penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff. And see this is a touchdown.
Fake.
They've ran that basically the same play 3 or 4 straight times, except this time Church kept it himself. So they're going to assess the penalty on the kickoff here. So this is going to put Mason even deeper.
Took a big chunk off that clock too, keeping it on the ground the whole time.
I know, 5:52 to go. So 6 minutes and 8 seconds. They had the ball on that possession to start this 3rd quarter. So Myers PAT makes it 14-10. Myers now is going to be kicking off from the 45-yard line. No wind tonight here. The flag is perfectly still, so we'll just see how good his leg is. And we'll see if he's going to try to boom this one now. Got a couple of Comets way back at around the goal line. He's back a little bit farther now. Let's see if he's going to get some leg into this. He does. He kicks a squib kick, and it's picked up by McCormick. McCormick picked it up at the 5, runs it out to about the 28-yard line, about 23-yard run back. Nice job by Nolan McCormick.
See what Mason can do on their first possession in the second half here.
Yep, the Comets find themselves for the first time tonight down in this game. They scored first on the first drive, first series of the game. Logan Dalton, a 3-yard touchdown. Grabowski's 2-yard run tied it, and then Sipes' field goal made it 10-7 at halftime. It was Logan Dalton. Logan Dalton's carrying a whole boatload of people there. There's a fumble, and it was not blown dead, and let's see who the ball is going to come out to. So Dalton.
And it is.
Dalton fumbles, and Lakota East recovers at the 28-yard line. And we just heard people in the press box say that's the first time Dalton has fumbled all season. And a very inopportune time, you might say, right now.
You can see here, he's just running up the middle, trying to fight for extra yards, and
can't see
ball's
right
ripped
now
out.
The ball, there you go. There's the ball out.
By number 22 for Lakota East did a great job getting this, just ripping the ball out.
Michael Howard. And it looked like possibly Jesse Trey. I'm not sure. And I think it looked like number 20 fell on the ball. But nevertheless, East with the ball. And this time, the option's not going anywhere. And this time, Mason stops the option. That Mason defense was on that field an awful long time in this third quarter. They're back on again after only one play for offense. So no gain on that one. 2nd and 10 now. Ball at the 28-yard line of Mason. Church. Rarely is he in a shotgun. Oh, he fumbles. And I think he recovered. He fumbled, he looked down at it, and I think he fell on it. He did. He fell on the ball. So Church fumbles. I don't know, with the rain out there and the cold weather and everything, Pigskin might be a little tough to hang on to right now.
Right. And here's a replay, just missed the snap.
Yep. Did a good job of recovering and picking it up, but he loses about 3 yards on that. Ball out back to the 31-yard line. 4 yards he loses. 3rd and long now for the Thunderhawks. Church. Back to pass. He's got to play. He's got Gabonsky.
Wide open. Just way too easy.
6 passes tonight, all of them to Evan Yablonsky. That one brings it very close to the first down. He picked up a lot of yards on that one. He picked up about 13 yards on it. They're going to be set up 4th and 1, and it looks like the Thunderhawks are going to go for it. I don't blame them. Even if they don't make it, they've got the Mason pinned deep right now. So
yep, that's a good point.
The option's been running well for the Thunderhawks. This time it's Dabrowski, and he backs his way into the first down to about the 15-yard line.
And Michael McCalmont.
So Dabrowski, we're going to spot it at the 16. He just uses that big offensive line. He just backs his way up over that offensive line, and first down, 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Church going to keep it himself. Church picks up about 5 yards, 6 yards. He's down to the 10.
Yep. Knocking on the door for another touchdown here.
Boy, it's interesting. We did not see this East team do this at all during the first half. This consistently like this, the option, but this is a type of football that they like out there.
Definitely.
So Mason has so far really no answer for this. 2nd and 6 at the 11. Broski.
Bring up a 3rd and 3 maybe.
Brosi makes about a couple yards, 3rd and 3. This time they ended up stacking up, and big number 52, Chase Evans. He's been on a lot of tackles tonight for the Comets.
But like you just said, too, their defense has been on this field this whole second half.
Oh, they got to be tired.
Yeah.
Outside of about 10 seconds, they have been on the field the entire half. Oh, looks like a broken play right there. And that was a mistake on Church's part there, I think. I'm not sure if they were not on the same page as far as the play goes. He did manage to pick up about a yard, so it's going to be 4th and 3 now. What do you do?
Looks like the field goal unit's going to come in here.
Well, I tell you what, they're going to bring Meyer out in the field. Gavin Myers is going to try a field goal. He's only had one this year, and it's 34 yards. This one right now would be 26. And timeout East. So East has called a timeout.
For all your GMC stats, standings, and scores.
You wonder right now, Frank, he called timeout. Could this be a fake? You know, they're at the point. They're up by 4 right now, and they're up by 4. It's 4th and 3. Keep an eye out. The holder right now is Sean Church.
We'll see what happens. That's a good, keep an eye on that.
Yep. So let's see, we're going to have a fake field goal here. Meyer. There's Church. Nope, they are going to field goal, but we have penalty. We have offsides.
That'll be a first down if you're right.
If it's on Mason, it would be a first down. Let's see what happens. Somebody was off, either Mason or Lakota East. And it's Lakota East.
But how long that kick was, it
yeah,
looks like it's not going to make a difference if he hits the same length on it.
I was going to say, he kicked that pretty good. It was well within range, but they're going to go back 5 yards. Okay, so now he's going to be kicking from the 21, so it'll be a 31-yard field goal. 34 has been his best. Only one field goal attempt this year by Myers. Gavin Myers. Kick is up. It is
good, it looks like.
It looks like it's good. Gavin Myers from 31 yards out puts the Thunderhawks up by 7 here.
Big kick there.
With 59 seconds to go in this quarter. 31 yards field goal, and we got ourselves a 17-10 game. And I tell you what, that Mason defense, they got pushed all around this quarter.
Right.
Down there. They got to be a little bit tired and a little bit frustrated right now. So they would like to have a little time on the sidelines right now, I think, to rest and take this over. So they're hoping that the offense will do something here. We're going to run back those playback times, by the way, at the end of this quarter.
They play Beaver Creek in the regional finals tomorrow at 7 at Monroe High School.
McCormick is back deep for the Comets. Gavin Myers going to be kicking off. Also going back is Dalton. And there's a little short kick taken by one of the upmen at about the 20. And up to about the 35-yard line, 15-yard pickup there. Good field position now for the Comets as they start only their second series and only their second play now coming up of this quarter.
Wow.
So far, 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Thunderhawks have scored 10 points in this quarter. 31-yard field goal, 2-yard run. And they have taken a 17-10 lead. Brown under center. Gives a Dalton. No, gives a McCormick. McCormick
outside.
Left. So McCormick's got running room. 40 down to about the 35-yard line.
He's had a couple of those tonight.
He picks up 35 yards on that one. A big, big play for the Comets as they are now into. You see this again. He had plenty of running room on the right side. Got some good blocks.
Yep, had the outside. Luckily, we wouldn't call a hold there. Got lucky.
2 or 3 good blocks right back there at almost the line of scrimmage. And back to live action. Guy Dalton picked up about 4 on that one, 3 on that one. He'll pick up second and 7. Clock ticking down right now. They might not. They're coming up to line scrimmage quickly, so we got at least one more play in this quarter. Brown under center. They give them McCormick. McCormick inside the 40 down to about the 39, and we come to the end of the third quarter. The Thunderhawks are up 17-10 over the Comets, but the Comets are driving right now. And that's kind of like the rain's been doing almost all evening here as it's driving. Let's look at those playback times will be coming up as momentarily. As I say before, if you stare at your screen long enough, they're going to appear. So just stare at your screen, stare, and they're going to come. And there they see. I told you, stare long enough. There they are. Saturday the 3rd, 10 p.m. Sunday the 4th at 7 p.m. Wednesday the 7th at 2 p.m. And Thursday the 8th. Well, you can have breakfast with Frank and I at 8 a.m. For Spectrum and Cincinnati Bell 5 Optics is where we see those games at. Also, you can go to Facebook, to Twitter, all that social media. Of course, we stream our games on ICRC-TV.com, so you can go back. I was looking at a couple of the Mason games today on the thing. So great job by Jock Centrup, who's out here tonight. And look at all the lights across the field from the band. So
that's cool.
The Mason band, that's pretty cool out there. We'll hopefully see that next time we get a stoppage here, what they're doing. Mason with the ball, and they're driving right now. They're behind 7-0. And the give is to McCormick again. And big play from McCormick. He gets gets a first down to about the 25-yard line. Our lights are disappearing over there, so don't worry about it, guys. So they've disappeared down the 26-yard line. First down for the Comets here. Now they're driving the ball. 11:40 left here in the ball game. Brown under center. The give is to McCormick. McCormick got a couple yards. He's his go-to guy this second half. That's for sure. Nolan McCormick, he's only a freshman. Sophomore, I'm sorry. Nolan McCormick. He's 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. Inside the 25, down to almost the 24-yard line.
Along with Michael Howard.
See the replay on this.
Second down 8.
Got a couple of good blocks there, but Lakota East closed it up quickly. 2nd and 8. This is the Wildcat formation that they showed that time.
Short gain.
Alec Dardis was in the Wildcat. They've done this a couple of times here tonight. Picked up about another 2 or 3 yards. 3rd down. We'll see if the Comets will be passing now on this 3rd down situation.
3rd down here, 3rd and 6.
Brown under center. It's a play action. He's looking.
He's got time.
And
overthrew him, had him wide open.
He had a man open as Casey Miller down there.
Wow. That's frustrating.
Kind of let him a little bit too much on Miller. And that sets up 4th down.
You can see he had all day and just overthrew him.
Yeah, sailed off a little bit too many. Let him a little bit too much. Let's see if now if Charlie Seipel will come in for the field goal. They're not. They're going to go for it here.
Wow.
He's got trips to the right. He's got some running room. Brown, he's got to get around a couple of players. He's got the first down inside of 15, down at about the 13-yard line.
What a run.
Great job by Colin Brown. I think Lakota East thought they were going to come out with the field goal unit. I don't think they were prepared for that. Also, he had trips on that side. He looked that side, and boy, he had an opening there. The offensive line opened up a big hole for him on the right side, and he made just enough for the first down.
Just enough.
It's time to McCormick. Dalton.
Dalton gets
Dalton
hit hard.
turns inside to about the 10-yard line. He's hit hard, but picks up about 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 10, 2nd and 5.
See Dalton find this hole on the left and gets it up to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, nice job. Nick Monolari, number 80 there, set up a nice little block for him to get through. 2nd and 5. McCormick.
Kind of slipped.
Yep, slipped a little bit down to about the 7-yard line. They have to get down to the 4 to get a first down. And I'm thinking right now, they're not thinking field goal at all at this point. It's close right now that this is going to be a touchdown all the way or nothing at all here for the Comets. Brown under center. They give to McCormick. McCormick into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Nolan McCormick, 7 yards. And he has been doing a yeoman's work in this half for the Comets. His 7-yard TD run. McCormick got to his 7th touchdown of the year. And Charlie Sipes going to try to tie this ball game up with 8:54 to go.
Big kick. It's low, but he gets through. And it's good.
Mr. Perfect there in the season, 23 for 23, including 2 for 2 tonight. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. Here's the touchdown again.
Just a nice run, nice blocking up front. McCormick gets in there. Well deserved.
So, tie ball game, 8:54 to go. We got ourselves a good one out here in Mason tonight. I don't know if we've heard anything else on the Elder Moeller game, because that was who the winners are going to be. Frank's checking that with all our amazing electronics anymore, that you can find just about anything going on. So here at Dwire Field, Mason trying to win and trying to go on to the next round of the playoffs for the 3rd straight year. Lakota East, though, they pulled off an upset in the first round back in 2014. They're trying to do the same in this. They came in as the 7th seed, Mason 2nd. And
yeah, that Fairfield is up 35-7, so that touchdown was called back.
35-7 Fairfield?
Yeah,
that's over Milford then. 35-7?
Yeah, 35-7.
Wow.
Michael Howard on the return.
Okay. Well, and once again, there's your bracket up in Elder Moeller. We're trying to find that Elder Moeller score, because that's going to be crucial to the winner of this game. That's who they're going to play next. Coleraine, Fairfield easily up in Milford, and Coleraine on over St. X. The last time we heard they were leading there, so that'll set up that'll be interesting. You're going to have at least 3 GMC teams possibly in the next round of the playoffs. And there is a nice run out of bounds.
Wow.
And that's by that's 36 down there, Josh Thornhill, and he is still down out of bounds. It looked like he tripped once he got out of bounds there. They have a little carpeted area over there that they've put there, and I think it was over there earlier tonight, and you can trip on that. You hit it wrong, and I think he might have. He's still down on the ground over there. Picked up about 5. Well, he picked up first down.
Elder's up 21-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Panthers pitching the shutout. Church is going to keep it again. This time he's not getting anywhere. It's maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. Before he was manhandled by a bunch of Comets, including our main man out there on defense tonight, number 52, Chase Evans. Among others.
Also, Colerain's up 28-2 over St. X.
Church under center.
Land around.
They give his to Wilkerson, or I think it's Wilkerson. It's number 8. Yep, that's Wilkerson.
Bring up a third down here.
Wilkerson picks up about 4 on that one, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. See if the Mason defense can hold now. Get off the field quickly. Something they didn't do in the 3rd quarter.
Big 3rd down. Coming out in the shotgun.
Dalton's out as a receiver right now. Church, he's got to throw, and it
What a spot.
He hit his receiver out there, but he's going to be short of a 1st down. That was Jablonski. Who else? And he said he did get to the 1st down. It looked like he came back for the ball. And he'd been a bit short, but they're marking it as a 1st down, so the ball at the 44-yard line. Jablonski, that's his 7th or 8th reception tonight, and he is the only Thunderhawk who's caught a ball tonight.
You think you'd put a man on him, right?
Yeah. Option went to, looked like Wilkerson, maybe.
I think number 28.
No, number 28.
Or 29, I'm sorry.
29, that's Corey Dick. Corey plays a lot of defense, but he does come in on some offensive plays. Actually has a couple of touchdowns this year, one of them rushing. And give us the Roski. He is down. Let's see where they mark it. He's down to the 36-yard line. He's going to be about long 2, short 3 here. They're going to say 2. So 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Clock ticking down, under 6:30 to go in the ball game.
It's flew by with these 2 running teams.
And DeBrosi up through the middle.
That'll be enough.
Is that going to be enough to move the sticks? It is. Gets about 3 on that play. He needed a couple. So ball spotted at the 34-yard line. New set of downs now for the Thunderhawks.
Their Achilles heel tonight's not really always been that run. It's been that 3rd down long pass they've let open a lot all night. To the one receivers that's kind of burned them.
Yep. Jablonski's the only receiver that's burned him. Church, there's the pitch. And that is to number 20. That's, I think it was number 28. And that looked like the Corey Dick. 28 or 29. And he picks up big yardage on that one, about 20 yards. Ball down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal. We'll catch the number here.
Yeah, looks like number 29.
Corey Dick has not carried the ball that much tonight. And Mason's going to call timeout. He has not had very many carries tonight, but they have been crucial ones for the Thunderhawks. Each team has called a timeout. Each team's got 2 timeouts left of 5:51 to go here in this ball game. Winner going to move on. Looks like right now, unless they have a big comeback, the winner is going to be playing the Elder Panthers at a site to be determined next Friday night. So, Ryan Kastner, you can see the Mason coach, he's not a happy camper out there. He saw something out there he didn't like. Possibly why he called the timeout. But the Mason faithful are still excited with the umbrellas up here in the stands.
5:51 to go in this game, all knotted up.
Second and 10. They're within field goal range of Gavin Myers. Church under center.
Another
Church
fake handoff, trying to
pitch
get it outside.
Corey Dick again inside the 5 down at about the 4-yard line.
Still got about 5 yards. They're going to have to hold him here.
Right at the 5-yard line.
They're going to say it's at the 5-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 5. There's Dick. That's his 3rd carry on this drive. And they've all been for very crucial yards. Church under center. We have a whistle here.
False start?
Might have been a false start or too much time maybe. Yeah, it is false start on East, so I moved the ball back 5. I thought it might have been delay the game. They were very close to that clock being down to 0. So the ball spotted at the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Anderson up on Kings, 35-21, end of 3rd quarter.
And Corey Dick back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
1 yard long.
Big stop by Emmerich Moser for Mason. So now it's 3rd and 10. And the clock is down, going to be down around 4 minutes by the next time the play is over.
Big 3rd down here. Keep your eyes on his go-to receiver.
Church, the pitch is to Wilkerson. Wilkerson does not get in the end zone, but it's going to be
really close.
1st and goal. Or I'm sorry, 4th and goal.
Here comes a field goal unit.
They're going to try the field goal.
See this option right here, and they almost got it in there.
Yeah, I think our cameraman made the tackle right there. So good job. I don't know who's that. I'm not sure who that is down there in the field, but nice job staying with the shots.
So the field goal unit is on.
So this is going to be a 20-yarder for Gavin Myers to put them into the lead. Lakota East. Kick is up, and it is good. From 20 yards out, he only had 1 field goal all season. He's had 2 of them in this half.
Both teams have kicked the ball very well on the special teams side of the ball.
So Gavin Myers, a 20-yard field goal, gives East now this 20-17 lead with 4:02 to go in the game. And right now, I think if you're Mason, you gotta think positive right now. You've got yourselves a heck of a field goal kicker out there. The worst case scenario right now would be get down there, tie the game, go to overtime. Let's see what happens now for the Comets. The Comets can move the ball. They have shown they can move the ball, but this is going to be the most crucial drive they've had all season. Lakota East.
Drive for the season at that, you know.
Yep. Last time East beat Mason was back in 2016. They beat him 21-17. Interesting score right now, 20-17.
Pretty close.
So see Meyer now. He's going to keep it away from. See if he squibs it now. Now he kicks it off this time. McCormick gets it at the 14. Over the 30. McCormick still on his feet over the 40. Up to the 42-yard line. Great run back by Nolan McCormick.
He's had a great game.
28 yards on that one as he moves it up over the 42-yard line. So Mason's got good field position now with 3:56 to go in the game.
At least you can say it's an exciting game.
Got 2 timeouts left. Brown under center. Brown, he fumbles the snap but falls on the ball, so They lose about 4 yards, so we've had both quarterbacks tonight fumble snaps.
Loss of 4 on the fumble
And both of them
snap.
have recovered here. There's the ball back at the 38-yard line now. So 2nd and about 14 now for the Comets. Clock is still ticking away. And there is Brown back. He's got a receiver wide open. Alec Dardis was wide open at about the 45-yard line. He picks up another yard or so. So
there has been holes in this passing. I mean, if they want to throw it, they can. It's there.
Ball's at the 47-yard line, so they got some of that yardage back. It's now going to be 3rd and about 6. And clock should be running right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not.
I'm surprised it's not either. This is a home field clock, maybe. Brown, he gets a little running room, but it disappears quickly.
Yep. Going to bring up a 4th down. Now it's decision time right now for Mason. Are they going to go ahead and go for it, or are they going to kick it away? Let's see what the coach decides.
2:58 to go. Now the clock is running.
They almost have to go for it.
Oh yeah, you have to. I mean, there's 2:50 to go in the game. You do not want to give East back the ball with this much time left right now. 6 seconds. They got to get up there and get the play going. They're almost out of the time on the play clock, and they're going to take a timeout.
They have to burn timeouts. That's a tough timeout to burn.
You're right. It is a very tough timeout. I don't think Brian Kastner wanted to burn it at that point in time. With 2:35 to go, Mason facing a 4th and about 7, and this is going to be a big play for them.
I mean, put your hats off for Lakota East on the blocking end. They've controlled the line of scrimmage this whole second half.
You know, what's really critical about that timeout right now, Frank, is, if they don't get the 4th down and give it up on downs, they only have 1 timeout to stop the clock.
Right. So this place, they better draw up the golden gem play right now.
Yeah, this has got to be it. So we said this might be the biggest series of the season. This might be the biggest play of the season for the Comets. So Colin Brown bringing his troops back out. He's got Dalton in the backfield. He's got 4 receivers, 3 on the left side. It is 4th and 7. And they're switching balls out right now because that ball was out in the field a little bit too long, got a little bit wet out there. So
or it's the lucky ball.
Mason hopes it is. Brown in the shotgun. He's out rolling out. He's got some time. He's got a man open. And it's
not
thrown
going to
out
be
of
enough.
bounds, but it is going to be short. It looked like it was Dardis, possibly was a receiver down there. It was. And
take
Mason
downs.
Yep, Mason gives up the ball on downs. Now we got 2:27 to go in this ball game.
First down will end the game.
That's what I was saying. And East gets 1 first down, and that should be about it. And the Thunderhawks will be going on to the playoffs next week. And you see that it's a nicely thrown ball, but it was just too short. And thrown out of bounds. Corey Dick was in on that play. Linebacker. Corey Dick's been playing a heck of a half on both sides of the ball.
Right.
There's the option. Is to Thornhill. Thornhill down.
Thought it was Dick.
No, Thornhill back in the ball game. He was hurt on play a few minutes ago on the sideline, but he's back again. So Thornhill picks up about 7 yards on that play.
And that was what they did not, Mason's side did not want.
Clock is moving. He plays that option very, very well. So we're under 2 minutes to go. 2nd and 3 now. I formation. And
that'll be the first down.
Nebraska, and he's got a first down.
And that should do it.
Mason's going to call timeout. So Mason stops the clock here with 1:41 to go, but they will not be able to stop the clock anymore. So the first down is there at the 35-yard line. And I guess Mason did not call a timeout. I thought they called it a timeout, and I called the clock.
I did too.
They're going to use that timeout, I guess. I formation again. Dabrowski.
He's fighting his way up. They can't give him that much, but it's almost
down to about the 30.
1 minute left.
And still no timeout. So we're under a minute to go. And East is less than a minute away from moving on to the playoffs.
As the crowd starts to empty the side here, Mason.
They had an upset in 2014 over a heavily favored Springboro team. And
that'll be another first down.
And he's got another first down, and that should be it. So the Mason Comets, they were up 10-7 at halftime. They could not figure out how to stop the option in the second half, and that was their downfall.
Yep.
As the Comets look to be, unless something dramatic happens here in the last few seconds, are going to fall to the Thunderhawks by a score of 20-17. As I said, the last time the Thunderhawks beat Mason, they beat them 21-17. And victory formation now for Church. Kneels. And the Thunderhawks move on to the semifinals, where they'll probably most likely be playing the Elder Panthers. We'll have to see if that score holds up. Mason finishes their season 8-3, and I'm sure it's a disappointing loss for the Comets.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough game regardless. You know, both coming in powerhouses of the GMC, and you tip your caps off to Lakota East in the second half, making them adjustments, and their offensive line controlled the line. And then that big turnover to open up that first possession for Mason. So Lakota East nicked it and got by, and they've won a 3-point game, and now they're going to go on to play Elder next week.
There we go. So your final 20-17, as the Lakota East Thunderhawks will move on to the regional semifinals with an 8-3 record. Well, for our entire ICRC crew, you're going to see those names coming up. Great job tonight for our entire crew, especially out there in the weather and the elements. Thanks so much to Josh. He did a great job out there in the truck. So for Frank Edwards, this is Bill Brett saying goodbye from Dwire Field.